put a stop to that return. 22. The Bears offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no difference.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears have this offense rolling. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Sam Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Bringing the heat. Throws for the tight end. By himself, he makes the grab. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Bear offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bear catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get line.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Smashes ahead. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pick.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bears are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville.
The Bears will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Some misdirection with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Nevada. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The sure hands, it's Cook. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll do it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. He's looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Smith wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now
he'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Now on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll give it to the back. Finds room at the 10. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So here comes the Missouri State offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bearcats in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Smith wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab inside the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay?
There he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And it slips just inside that right upright. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lost to fire on second down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and